What? What? All right. Prepare to be dazzled. Shoot. Hey, Dean, what's up, man? I'm going to show you a couple things I picked up here. You'll probably enjoy this more than anybody. I tried to go live with my other thing, but it didn't quite work out, so we'll try this. First of all, I want to thank Logan Ward. Logan Ward made me these buttons for the Dallas Card Show a few months back, so thank you to Logan. Two little buttons, 70s Card Show. Dean, when are you heading to Atlantic City? You on your way now? Tomorrow? Thursday? And how long are you staying for? That's the bigger question. I assume you're going, right? I thought you were going. Let's see here. I found my glasses. I guess my big question is, can you hear me, Dean? Because I was having audio. Thursday. You're going to leave tomorrow. You're going to drive over. You're going to drive right past my stomping grounds here, Valley Forge, King of Prussia, and head over Jersey Way. I hope to see you on Friday. I'll be there Friday morning, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to do a hobby hotline thing on the stage, and then I come back Sunday. So, yeah, I'll probably be chasing you back Sunday, trying to get some deals Sunday morning. We'll see what happens. You'll get a kick out of this. So, this really isn't a random act of kindness, but this is an eBay pickup. I don't know whether you've seen these, Dean. These are pretty cool. So I don't know why my camera's backwards. My camera's not backwards. Yeah, my camera's backwards. So I don't know why my camera's backwards on here, but it seems to be. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know how to change my camera. I don't know why it's backwards. YouTube does some silly things here. Let's see if I can change it. Anyway, this is a. I don't know whether you've ever seen these, Dean, but these are called the 1914 B18 blankets. And these were issued in cigarette packs. I'm not sure what brand cigarette pack these were. Beckett says this set of felt type cloth squares was issued in 1914 with several brands of cigarettes. Each blanket is a 5/4-inch square. Each player exists with two different color combinations based on his team. However, only those variations reflecting price differentials are listed in the checklist. Cleveland players have either yellow or purple bases. New York Yankees players have either blue or green infields. St. Louis Browns players have either red or purple paths. Washington players have either brown or green bases. Brooklyn players have either blue or green infields. New York Giants players have either brown or green paths, and Pittsburgh players have either red or purple bases, and St. Louis Cardinals players have either purple or yellow paths. That's a lot to digest. Some blankets are known to exist in a different color scheme. These blankets are quite scarce. Cleveland Indians cards 1 through 9, Detroit Tigers 10 through 19, New York Yankees 20 through 28, St. Louis Browns 29 through 37, Senators 38 through 46, Boston Bees of the National League 47 through 55, Brooklyn Dodgers 56 through 64, New York Giants 65 through 73, Pittsburgh Pirates 74 through 82, and St. Louis Cardinals 81 through 91. 83 through 91, that is. 201 total cards. That includes all variations. Your most valuable one of these little 5.25-inch blankets is a Ty Cobb with the red infield. Beckett High, price of $14,000. This thing did not cost $14,000. This was a lot cheaper than that. So I got this for about 28 bucks, I think it was. But the reason I got it was this fine name on here, which for some reason is backwards on my camera. So here comes my dog. What's up, dude? How are you? Thank you. I'm talking to Dean right now. Okay. All right, dude. I love you. Get out of here. Uh, so you have the blankets. All right. I have to get some more of these. I'm going to be on the lookout for these this weekend. So if you see any of these, let me know. Um, Again, I don't know why my camera's backwards, but pretty sexy little thing there. I'm going to try to get my camera sorted out. Maybe it'll let me, maybe it won't. It's amazing how YouTube is so non-user friendly. Yeah, I can't reverse my camera. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Anyway, to the world. So you've got Frank Chance. You've got 20 different Frank Chances. Is that what you're saying to me? And why Frank Chance, I wonder? Let's see here. Trying to find Frank Chance on the price guide. Don't see him. Let me see. There you go. You've got your Frank Chance Brown, your Frank Chance Green, your Frank Chance Yellow. So you have the yellow one seems to be the big one. Maybe you have the yellow, huh? So that's a pretty nice one. That yellow is about a $500 hit, according to Beckett. Maybe more, maybe less, because Beckett isn't exactly accurate, right? Next thing I'm going to show is a nice little set of cards I got from Zach and Porter out there in Wisconsin. Now, I sent Zach and Porter some cards, and they were kind enough to send these back with this note. I'm going to read this note as a public thank you to Zach and Porter. So Porter took up the left side of the column and says, "Thank you for the awesome care package. It was amazing. My favorite part was opening the 2021 Topps Heritage hanger box. I pulled some great cards. Roberto Clemente and a Nick Castellanos Rainbow Foil Serial number 572. Thank you again, and I hope to meet you in person. Happy collecting, Porter." Porter signed cursive, which is brilliant. And his old man, as they say down there at the biker hall, said, "John, thank you for being so generous to Porter. I had an amazing time digging through the rack. I wasn't sure what to send the guy who has everything. I do not have everything, but I did get a 1960 Johnny Callison, which I don't have, 78 Bob Boone, a 77 Gary Carter, and a 73 Steve Carlton. Of course, these are reversed somehow. Again, maybe my USB cable's plugged in upside down. So I will tell you that I do have the Carter, the Boone, and the Carlton, but I will tell you that I checked, and these are in better condition than the ones I have. So these will be going into my binder. Or binders, I guess, for each of those 3 years. Johnny Callison will go with the 60 Topps cards in one of my mega boxes. So thank you, Zach and Porter. I appreciate that. That's far too kind of you guys to do that for me. Too nice. Now, Mark Hoyle sent me some stuff here from up there in Massachusetts, and it was a heavy box. Cost him a lot to do it, so I appreciate it, Mark. Hey, Don, what's up? I have a huge demographic in Pittsburgh, apparently. Next bunch of stuff is from Mark Hoyle. I send Mark stuff. Mark sends me stuff. Mark has everything you could ever want. So I get some of his cast-offs. This is a pretty wild little thing he sent me. Now, this is from Dick Dugan, who was the cartoonist for the Cleveland Plain Dealer. Probably not still with us, but it's the 17 Indians in the Hall of Fame. And I don't know if there's any more Indians in the Hall of Fame other than those depicted on this little piece of paper. Be good seeing you too, Don. I just told Dean I'll be there Friday, and then I come back Sunday. And hopefully you guys can we can bump into each other there at the big Atlantic City Convention Center. So this Dick Dugan, Cleveland Plain Dealer. We have Jesse Burkett, Stanley Kovaleski. If that's not a Cleveland name, I don't know what is. That could be a Pittsburgh name too, right? Of course, Denton True Young there, Nap Lajoie, Elmer Flick, Addie Jose, Satchel Paige, Earl Averill, Sam Rice, Tris Speaker, Joe Sewell, Lou Boudreau, Early Wynn, Bob Feller, Bob Lemon, Frank Robinson, and Al Lopez. 17 Indians in the Hall of Fame. Again, I don't know whether there's any more after this. Frank Robinson was in 75, so I'm not sure. I guess Roberto Alomar would be one, huh? Next here, I got myself, thanks to Mark Hoyle, some 84 Topps supers, I guess they are, right? I have quite a few of these actually, but I don't have any Phillies. I have Nolan Ryan, and I think I don't know who else I have, but I have a couple of these for sure. So we got ourselves John Denny, who was a 1983 Cy Young Award winner for the Phillies. Phillies went to the World Series in 1983. I'm not quite sure when the last time the Pittsburgh Pirates went to the World Series, but it was probably 1979, right? Michael Jack Schmidt from Ohio, and Steve Carlton, who I'm convinced is a Martian. So thank you for those, Mark. Wonderful additions to my collection. Let me see how many of these bad boys I have already. This is probably at least doubling my collection of 84 Topps Giants. I have the 84 set. I have the 84 traded set. I do not have many of the 84 supers. Yeah, the only other one I had, I guess, was the Nolan Ryan. So my collection just went up tremendously. Thank you for that. This is a cool card. So this is a Brooklyn Dodgers team photograph. Okay. And but it's a card, right? So it's from the, I want to say, let me look that up. I think it's the 79 TCMA set. And this is actually, I have the complete set from 1979, the TCMA set. And it's called TCMA, the 50s. It's a 290 card set, but this is not part of the set. This is called a bonus card with that. And now I have that as well. So I'm happy about that. Brooklyn Dodgers. Backwards, that's my dog barking. 55 Dodgers were the only team ever to bring a world championship to Brooklyn. Sparked by Duke Snyder, Gil Hodges, Roy Campanella, Jackie Robinson, Carl Furillo, Pee Wee Reese, and Junior Gillum. The Dodgers ran away with the National League pennant and beat the New York Yankees in 7 games in the World Series. Pitcher Johnny Padres was the hero for the Dodgers in the World Series when he won 2 games, including a 2-0 victory in the decisive 7th game. Again, 1979 TCMA Limited Baseball History Series. This is a bonus card for that 1979 TCMA, the 50s set. So, hey, Mark, guess what I'm looking at, buddy? Thank you, and thank you for welcoming me back. I'm looking at the Mark Hoyle box, which is massive, and I thought, Mark, you sent me a box of rocks. It was so heavy. So, hold on to your horses here, kids, because this is going to be pretty cool. Let's see here. I definitely didn't expect this at all, but Mark sent me, along with that stuff you see, he sent me some RC Cola cans. And look at that. Dave Parker. Do I know my audience or what? So we got Dave Parker, the Cobra. Got Michael Schmidt, backwards Mike Schmidt. Andy Messersmith, who seems to be on every card and every item ever made in the 70s. Bake McBride, who is going into the Phillies Ring of Fame or Hall of Honor or Ring of Honor Fame or Hall of Ring of Fame in August. Hopefully, Ray. Hello, Ray. Ray, hopefully you'll be at the Bake McBride induction ceremony August 6th, I think. Vita Blue, best signature ever on a card, 1971 Topps. The Mad Dog, another Pittsburgh Pirate from back in the day, Bill Madlock. He's depicted there as a cub. And of course, we have La Grande Orange Rusty Staub. So, Mark, thank you for these. I know you probably have the whole set, but I appreciate it. These are 77 RC Cola cans and set of 71. It says 70 actually in the description, but there's total of 71. So I guess there's a double there somewhere. 70 can set features black and white player head photos in white circles measured 2.5 inches in diameter with no insignia on their caps, indicating RC did not pay teams for the rights to produce their logos. The player's name was printed in red, as you can see, and player information was printed in black in a rectangle below the picture. Of course, I'm telling you guys this, and you can actually see them, so don't know what my problem is. Cans opened from the bottom are worth twice the prices below. So they're unnumbered, alphabetical order according to Beckett. These are freaking awesome, man. They have the pull tabs, old school, no nanny state stuff. Just straight up drink yourself some soda. There might be a tab in the bottom of that. All right, next up in the Mark Hoyle random act of kindness is something he asked me if I had, and I did not. There is a SSPC set from 1975-76 that I do have, but this is a little different. This one is called the SSPC 42 set, and it's cool. It's a really cool set. I'm trying to find some information about it. So this set was a 42 card standard size set, posed color player photos, horizontal backs, plain white stock, and carried players' names, biographical information, and career highlights and statistics. So these are a little bit different than the other, I guess, the other TCMA sets. I'm kind of confused here because I think these were taken at Yankee Stadium, if I'm not mistaken. Now the TCMA set from 75-76, maybe it's Shea, because these look like the same stadium here, but that doesn't look like Shea for some reason to me. Anyway, the TCMA set from 1975 or 6 is all taken at Shea. That's just definitely Shea Stadium, I believe. So maybe they are Shea Stadium. This is half the set, Mark, but you got me some great cards in here, and I appreciate it. This guy right here is pretty sexy, if I do say so myself. You look like you rolled out of bed wearing that hat, old Ted Williams. But some Hall of Famers in there. Tony Oliva right there, Hall of Famer as of yesterday. Ted Williams. I think there's a Tom Seaver in there. There's Tom right there. Whitey Ford. Anyway, some great cards. Looking forward to getting the rest of the set. Maybe, possibly this weekend, I will get some of these. Pretty generic backs. Single row of stats from 1974 or a biography. Hey, look at this, guys. Here's some Doc Medich. He's an old Yinzer too, real doctor as well, from what I gather. All right, so Mark decided to send me all this burgundy fat pea stuff that he didn't want. So here is a Street and Smith official yearbook 1983. Steve Carlton on the cover. Of course, it says Dave Anderson on Boston's Dwight Evans, so I'm sure you have that. This is a duplicate too, I'm sure. Here's another 1983 lefty. Guess we're going into the postseason there with those 1983 Phillies. He won his 300th game that year. And look at this, Ray from Philly. Mark Hoyle with his original, I guess the house his mother just sold, or the mother's house he just sold. The subscription label there. Moses Malone comes to Philly. That's pretty cool. The companion to that, Steve Carlton, Street and Smith. This is the 1981. Whoa, Mike Schmidt. Look at that. Couldn't handle the Mike Schmidt, could we? So, yeah, there's the Mike Schmidt. Sorry, everybody. Got a little crazy there. You can tell I like my my Mike Schmidt. Mike Schmidt. Now look at this right here. Again, this is probably 83, right? They call these guys the Wheeze Kids. Pete Rose, Tony Perez, and Joe Morgan, probably the oldest bunch of guys. Now, Ray, I don't know whether you know this, but what position did Pete Rose play on that team? Because if we had ourselves Tony Perez and we had ourselves Pete Rose, where were they playing in the field? I don't seem to remember that at all. Anyway, here's another one of Mike Schmidt, 1976. Look at this, man. May 3rd, 1976. Mike Schmidt was not yet Mike Schmidt at that point. So, man, that's pretty cool. That's like almost 50 years old. I can't add, but that's pretty cool. 76 Sports Illustrated. Look at this one here. George McGinnis, 1975, October 27th. Now, that team back then would eventually add Dr. J, had Caldwell Jones, I think, perhaps even Darryl Dawkins in a couple of years. It was a pretty good team, but they wouldn't win anything until Moses Malone came. There we go. March 4th, 1985, The Money Game, Baseball's Millionaires. Mike Schmidt in guaranteed 1985 compensation. Mike Schmidt was guaranteed to make $2,130,000. Jim Rice second, $2,090,000. George Foster, $1,950,000. That's a lot of millionaires right there. Of course, we probably have third base coaches making $1 million now. Wow, this, I don't know who Mr. William Hover is, but I think Mark Hoyle must have taken this out of his mailbox. Look at this, April 9th, 1973. Steve Carlton on Sports Illustrated. I don't know what to say about that, Mark. That's a beaut right there. Real beaut. Oh, here we go. August 29th, 1977. Greg Luzinski, Muscle Man. Now, I can't wait to look inside of these magazines and actually see what's inside there. It's going to be awesome. All right, so 1979, May 28th. Who was your cover girl? Of course, it was Pete Rose. Pete Rose with his pine tar helmet, pine tar pants, and crouched down wearing his red Mizunos. If you catch that, red Mizunos. And we got two more left here. This is probably the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life, this collection of Sports Illustrated. April 13th, 1981, celebrating your MVP from the American League and MVP from the National League in 1980, Michael Jack Schmidt, George Brett. Mike Schmidt right there is a world champion in that picture. So that's pretty darn cool. My dog loves that. He loves when I say world champion. And finally, 1980, July 21st, in the midst of a battle with the Pittsburgh Pirates and Montreal Expos, we have Steve Carlton, July 21st. 1980, you bought that collection. So you bought the collection from, oh, God, it's so frustrating. Sorry. You bought the collection from Mr. Hover, but most of these have your name on them, Mark. So that's pretty, I feel honored to have that. So thank you so much. Mark, thanks. You left me a note at the bottom. I read that note and I heeded your wishes. So thanks again for that. So yeah, that's about that. Those Sixers uniforms are pretty sexy there, Don. Tell me about the Pittsburgh basketball history there. You had Dr. J play for you, didn't you, in the movies? Yeah, look at that. I think they kind of still use a similar logo to that. I do like the Moses Malone better, though. Let's go find Moses Malone. This is the uniform I grew up on right there. So, yeah, let's see. Let's see what's in here. Look at this. Could you still do this these days? Can you advertise Winston cigarettes in a magazine? I'm not sure. Anyway, this is going to be fun to go through this stuff, Mark. And I may do an episode on the 70s versions of things in these magazines. I think I saw something really, really cool in here. That's not it. There we go. Look at this. Get yourself a Mazda GLC Custom for the low price of $5,695. $5,600. I guess $5,700 you can get your own 1.5 liter overhead cam engine and 5-speed transmission. I don't know why you wouldn't want one of those. Lonnie Smith trying to steal home for the Cardinals. 1982. Let's look at the Steve Carlton early on one right here. 1973. Of course, I love the 70s stuff. Oh, look at this. You can buy cross pens out of Sports Illustrated. Here's your 1973 Oldsmobile 98. This is $5,000 as well. 98 Regency. Wow. Amazing stuff in here, Mark. Amazing stuff. I can't wait to dig through this. Ooh, look at that. Billy Martin yelling at somebody up here. Earl Weaver not having it there. That's this guy. Is this Bill Verdon? Maybe you guys can help me over there on the other side of the state. Yogi Berra and Gene Mauch over here, I believe. And Pat Corrales, who, interesting, he's pictured with all his managers, pictured with all his managers, yet he's not managing yet. He's wearing the old mustard uniform of the San Diego Padres. So this is cool stuff, man. This is like amazing. I know I keep saying that, but thank you so much, Mark. I appreciate it. What do we got there? The Fish and Save Pittsburgh. You're right. Who was that? Was it it wasn't the Condors, was it? The Pittsburgh Condors, or was it the Pittsburgh Pisces? What was it? I forget what it was. Maybe it's up in the chat. I apologize, guys. The Yankees played 2 years at Shea. Somebody already answered that, I think. But 2 years at Shea while Yankee Stadium was being renovated. So that's why the 75, 76 TCMAs or SSPCs, whatever they are, that's why that full set, every picture is taken at Shea Stadium. You delivered mail to Julius Erving before, Dean? Is that true? He lived in Pittsburgh? That I don't believe. So Pete shared right field with Sixto Lezcano and first base with Tony Perez. That makes sense. I couldn't imagine Tony Perez playing in the outfield. And of course, we didn't have the designated hitter back then. I'm sorry, I'm going back in time here in the chat. You got some Dr. J. There's nothing cooler than Dr. J. I don't think that there was any smoother athlete in any game than Julius Erving, and I'd love to see that stuff. Yeah, you could hold a lot of bodies in that trunk. Imagine doing a 3-point turn or parallel parking with that thing. No backwards cam, nothing like that. So, and I think it was Bill Verdon. I think it said it in there. I wish the Pirates would use those mustard yellow uniforms all the time. Condors was your ABA team. Pisces was from the movie. Are there any Pittsburgh Pisces uniforms floating around out there in the world? Because that's, I think that'd be a lovely, lovely gimmick. A lovely gimmick to have. Oh, here we go, guys. Let's talk footwear here. These are Pro Keds, and of course, you could wear your Pro Keds and take your green. I guess they're not greenies, but whatever these pills were. You can have high tops, Pro Keds, and I ordered some. I don't know whether you have these, Mark Coyle, but I ordered some Pro Keds box top cards. I ordered them probably about 2 weeks ago. It was cut off the top of a Pro Keds box top from probably 1970. I think it has Johnny Bench, basketball player, and a golfer maybe, and a hockey player. So looking forward to that coming in the mail. I don't know why it's not here. Hey, look at this. Greg Luzinski playing first base for those Sox, not the real Sox, but the fake Sox, the Milwaukee White Sox. I didn't know the Bull played first base, but it seemed appropriate for him. Joe Montana in there. Joe Paterno. Wow, you don't see Joe Paterno magazines. Mark Coyle, have you looked at page 76 here? Does this gentleman look familiar to you? There is no finer, suaver human being. Maybe Julius Erving, but Yaz is pretty damn sexy, if you ask me. Nice picture of Yaz. I'm sure you already had this, or you wouldn't give me a magazine with Carly Stremski in it. Hey, here's Yaz. Here's Bench. I guess they were retiring that year, right? So it's a bit of a retrospective. And there's Yaz at Fenway on the on deck circle. Nice sit go sign in the background. There's Yaz and his dad. That's pretty cool. I like this stuff. Boy, now I got to read this article. I got to have somebody, have a millennial read it to me. Pretty good. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. So thank you, Mark. Thank you, Zach and Porter, for all that. Hope to see all you guys, or at least some of you guys this weekend. If not, that's that. Thank you so much for joining. I have to go walk my dog because he's getting pissed off. So thank you, gents. Be safe. And if you're traveling this week, travel safe. Looking forward to it. Thank you again, Mark. You're the best. Appreciate it. Hey, Cooter. Goodbye.